No one's more creative than James Gunn.
So that was a fucking lie.
I don't usually like making YouTube intros, but for this particular analysis, yeah, I think I'll make an exception. I'm not a Marvel or DC fan, I just love great superhero movies. They both have movies I love and movies I hate, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree that the Infinity Saga is objectively the greatest superhero movie franchise ever made. Everything since Endgame has been mostly trash though, including Endgame.
Don't worry. She's got help.
I'm neither a James Gunn nor a Zack Snyder fan. They've both made movies I like and movies I don't like. Although I will concede to the fact that James Gunn is a superior filmmaker.
Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name!
There, I just made fun of both Marvel and Zack Snyder, and I gave James Gunn a genuine compliment. So, there's literally no bias in this entire video. This is strictly an objective analysis of Superman. That's not gonna stop the James Gunn DC fans from waging war in my comments, but at least now they'll need to get a bit more creative. Now that all that's out of the way, let's get started.
Maximum effort.
Okay, so I have 4 major problems with the way Superman is written in this film. Problem number 1, he's too fucking weak. The first time we see him, he has been beaten down by the hammer of Boravia, so he's falling in the snow and has to be dragged through the fucking snow by Krypto in order to be taken back to the Forest of Solitude so that he can be blasted with sun rays. The source of your power is the sun. Why is that causing you pain? Why is that assaulting you? And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, he fumbles down from the chair where he got the sun rays and he has to pick himself back up in order to get back to the fight. When he gets back to the fight, he runs into the hammer of Bravia without a plan of attack. Then he gets beaten to the ground again, and then he's beaten down so badly after he just healed that he can't stand up by himself without the help of a fucking civilian. That just doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. Then at the end of the movie, after the third act final battle, he's back in the chair again for literally no reason at all. Like, at the end of the battle, he was fine. He defeated Lex, he made out with Lois, everything was cool. Why does he need to be in the chair again? Why does he constantly need to be in the chair getting magnified energy blast from the sun? You're literally walking around on Earth where the sun is shining at least half the time. There's no need for you to be in that chair all the time, bro. You're there at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. It makes you look weak, inept, and incapable. Stop it. Problem number 2. He's too emotional. Superman can be emotional. People are allowed to be emotional, but you don't look like you're in control. Like with his interview with Lois Lane, he claims that he doesn't listen to social media because he's too busy saving people and all that shit. But he gets visibly and audibly upset when Lois mentions hashtag super shit, which is a smear campaign that Lex Luthor has been orchestrated from his pocket dimension with a bunch of sentient monkeys that have been trashing Superman online. So, number 1, why did you lie? Number 2, why did I get such a strong emotional reaction out of you? You're Superman. Why? What? So this version of Superman is insecure because he's too busy scrolling on Twitter all day, listening to all the bullshit people are saying about him. That's Superman. Alright, bro. Before I move on to the next problem, I do want to point out the fact that he lays a lot of emphasis on saving people and making sure that everybody is fine, especially during that his big fight with the kaiju. So that was nice. That was cool. He's not completely useless. But the funny thing is, all that gets undone with problem number 3. He lacks priorities. About halfway into the movie, the Justice Gang are fighting some interdimensional jellyfish creature, and the Lex Luthor guys have already outed Superman as being this bad guy that was sent from Krypton to invade Earth and get a harem of women. There's a lot of sex talk in this movie for some reason. But Lex Luthor has gotten a hold of Krypto and he's looking for him. So instead of helping the Justice Gang fight this interdimensional jellyfish creature, he abandons them to go and look for Krypto. He doesn't find the dog, and then instead of dealing with the jellyfish before moving on to the next thing he's supposed to do, he abandons them again so that he can turn himself in. He doesn't think about the fact that, he needs to clear his name. He needs to figure out why Lex Luthor is so hell-bent on getting rid of him. Or maybe he needs to figure out the connection between Lex Luthor and the conflict between Boravia and Juniper. No. None of that is on his mind. He turned himself in because he thinks that they will take him to the same place that they are holding Krypto. That's his entire character motivation now. He's not trying to save people. He abandons the Justice Gang to deal with the jellyfish. He's not trying to clear his name. He's not trying to defeat the person that clearly has a vendetta against him. He's trying to find his dog. That's his sole purpose in the movie now. That's literally the driving point for the rest of the plots. Okay, sure, he's already fucking overly emotional. No matter what, act out emotionally again just because he wants to find his dog. Problem number 4. He lacks loyalty to either of his parents, his Kryptonian parents or his Earth parents. He doesn't give a fuck about either of them and he just switches whenever he feels like it. The primary point of contention of this movie is the fact that Lex Luthor took a message that was sent to Kal-El by his parents from Krypton. He translated it and it translates that he was basically sent here. This is crazy. The fact that James Gunn canonically made Kara and Jor-El maniacal genocidal dictators that sent Superman to Earth to conquer the planet is fucking crazy. But I guess that's just what happened. So Lex Luthor gets the message, translates the rest of it because part of it was damaged when it got sent to his pod here on Earth. So Superman has been believing that, oh, he saw the first half, they told him go and be a good person, and that's the reason why he saved people, because his parents told him to be a good person. So the fact that at the end of the movie he just switches up on his Kryptonian parents without even discussing it deeply on any level at all is so fucking crazy, bro. That part, completely unbelievable. Then on top of that, at the end of the film, when he's in that dumbass chair, he tells the automatons to play the footage of his parents because it suits him. We think, oh, it's going to be his Kryptonian parents, but no, it is Earth parents. But the thing is, he spends no time at all with his parents on Earth, so the ending is not at all impactful in any way. In fact, throughout the movie, he almost looks annoyed whenever he sees his Earth parents. He's completely disinterested in talking to them on the phone and in person. He ignores their missed calls all the time. It's implied that he never visits them, and it's almost as if he doesn't value them as much as he values his Kryptonian parents, because they make a big deal about this message that he got from his Kryptonian parents, but he never talks to his regular Earth parents. And now, out of nowhere, at the end of the movie, he just switches up and was supposed to believe and give a shit about the fact that clips from his Earth parents from when he was young makes him happy. It's like where are your loyalty here? It's so fucking incongruent. What? So the lesson of this movie is fuck your birth parents. We start out, he loves his Kryptonian parents, he ignores his Earth parents, and at the end, fuck his Kryptonian parents, now he loves his Earth parents. What? And who even recorded the footage? All the clips show all three of them in the frame, and his parents don't seem like the kind of smart, tech-savvy individuals that will just set up a tripod and start recording themselves for no reason at all. And the rest of this movie has a lot more fucking problems, but this is just a character analysis on Superman, the character, not the movie. So, subscribe to my Patreon for Echoes Echo. That's my personal acoustic weekly podcast where I review movies, answer your questions, and react to Reddit stories. Well, this was fun. Subscribe to the Patreon, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next analysis.